Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, nah, likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste me, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate me, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you want to take me, you can try me. If you want to hate bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you want to taste me, you can fucking try me. If you want to hate me, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
Hello, hello. Welcome in, Nicole. Welcome in, Jacob. Hopefully you guys can hear like the background music. Hi. I'm not late. Okay. I said around 7, and technically I started at 7:07 technically, even though I was still getting my shit together a little bit. I gotta turn this down a little bit for myself. You look like Elton at Loki. Travis, welcome in. Thank you, Nicole. I'm taking that as a compliment. These are medical glasses. Okay, they have these for medical reasons. I'm a mess. I don't know if anyone knows that, but medically I'm a mess. So, are we gonna get into that today? Probably not, because I might cry about it. So we'll save that for the next stream. Is my mic too loud? It seems like I'm peaking when I just laugh. It's fine like when I'm recording things with my PC because I can just adjust all the volume later, but I think my volume levels are terrible. I'll catch up. Mel. I actually forgot I had that Lucifer emote until tonight. It's been since like July. Travis, when did we play Puppy's Playtime? Was that July? Why do I feel like that was July? It was a long time. I thought you were late until I remembered time zones. I even put in the members only post it was Mountain Standard Time. So how are you doing, Jacob? How's things? You know what's funny, Jacob? You said that I should watch that Avatar Bender anime, and that was like the top of the list of like animes to react to when I was doing that. But then long story short, I got a couple of my reaction videos to like real, like not indie stuff, but like real animes and shows. I got a couple of them had issues with like copy things. I don't want to say the word. I feel like when you say the word on YouTube, it triggers problems. But there was issues and things were getting, yeah, it was problems. So that's why I took a break from the anime reaction things. I love reacting to stuff and watching stuff and like experiencing it live, but I am gonna stick with the indie stuff. Even though I had issues also with Hell of a Boss Mission Zero, but whatever. Look, I'm already getting behind. I had an idea to play this other game tonight as like one of the poll suggestions, but the game itself was like 3.5 hours long, and I was like, that's gonna be like 6 hours long for me or more. These sunglasses are so good. They're just regular glasses. Yeah, my eyes are fucked. They're so messed. I picked them up today. Literally picked them up today, and then right after I picked them up, I went to go get my groceries, and I got a compliment on my glasses like at the grocery store, and I'm like, maybe this is my look. Maybe this is it. I like them because like for all the medical reasons, they are serving their purpose and they are helping a lot. But we'll see how it is in the fucking summer. I can't swear. We're live. I can't even mute this. I love Nightbot. Just like, you know, I don't even know if Blurp works, to be honest. Welcome me as well. I did, Travis. Oh shit, I thought you were just being fashionable. I'm not fashionable. I'm more realistic with the shit I wear. I'm wearing this sweater and it says, I hope you enjoy whatever the hell this is. I'm actually surprised you can see all of it. That's my fashion. That's as good as it gets. I put a lot of thought into this outfit, clearly. I wore the beanie because I feel like I'm dying lately, so I should wear my sick beanie, but I don't know where it is right now. I was expecting you an hour early. An hour earlier than now. Oh. So I'm sorry. So I was only an hour off. You said bye to me. You should still watch it at some point. It's very good. The anime or the Avatar Blender one. I should watch it because like wasn't that the anime that like Uncle Iroh guy was from? And then I went to MomoCon last year and then saw his whole panel and had tea with him and stuff, and like I knew nothing about the anime. Like I should at least like understand, right? Yes, I should at least understand what that was about. And I think that's kind of what like encouraged me to watch it, and then I didn't. Also, I don't even have time. I'm surprised I'm even caught up with traders at this point. Let's be real. Like on your own time. Yeah, exactly. I don't have time, Travis. You forget who you're talking to. Even this like test, I saw somebody talking, I think her name on YouTube is like Sylvie the Queen. She lives in Japan and does like videos about her life in Japan, basically. And she was talking about this test. And I was like, oh, that's such a cool idea to make a video of like doing a difficult personality test and just like expose myself, you know? And I'm like, I don't have the time to like record that and then edit that and then make it into an actual video. I'm like, maybe I'll have it as one of the options when I come back to streaming of like something I can do. Cause I can't do like the long streams for the time being. We'll see how the next month goes with medical crap and we'll see where we're at then. Mel's been familiar with the concept of own time. I've been really trying lately, but like one of the symptoms I'm dealing with lately is exhaustion, like extreme exhaustion, and that's been tough. It's been tough to like, I mean, not saying that I should be up until midnight every night, but like it's literally impossible now to be up till midnight. And then I'm also like currently drinking beer, so which also makes me tired, so not really helping. But yeah, so I thought I could have this test as one of the options for a stream. I did have an option to stream a game, and it almost won as the poll, but people rather see if I'm a difficult person, apparently. I also want to see if I'm a difficult person. I've been told many times in my life that I'm a difficult person, as a child, as a not child, as the adults, probably within the last year. I often get told I'm very difficult, and I don't know if people are just saying that or if it's true, so today we're gonna find out. I don't try to be difficult, but like, I am very like, okay, if we think about if I'm at Disney, yeah, of course, I'm like, no, we're doing this. Your guys' opinions don't matter. But if we're doing something I don't care about, then yeah, whatever. And I guess that's not like difficulties in a lot of different scenarios. I'm not a Leo, I'm a Taurus. I voted for the game, I already know you're difficult. Thanks, Travis. Thanks for being honest. I'm like controlling too, right? I like things a certain way. I like to lead. I don't know. That was my second guess. A Taurus, really? Because of everything I'm saying, am I like very Taurus-like? I don't know if it matters because isn't there like a thing like if you're a Taurus of the first part of or any of them, if you're like that sign from like the first part of the dates and or the second parts of the dates, you can have different personality traits or something. But my birthday's May 1st, so if that makes a difference. Taurus track, strong-headed, slightly stubborn, confident. I'm less stubborn than I was. Maybe. I think it's who you ask. I think it's who you ask. But I love this attention notice here on the screen because I kind of think this is funny. This test provides information on difficult personalities for educational purposes only. So again, for the purpose of this stream, this is for educational purposes only. I did even put the link of this test in the description if anyone else wants to take it on their own time or force one of their family members to take it. That's always fun too. You know, maybe do that on like a holiday, cause a little drama, make things interesting. But it is educational only. This information is provided as is and should not be construed to constitute professional services or warranties of any kind. For more, please consult our terms of service. We're not going to read that. I understand and wish to continue. It's 35 questions that I have to be like 100% accurate and honest on. Also, I think the lighting got brighter because of the screen, but that's fine. What's really nice with these glasses is that everything looks like a little pinky orange. So what was the strangest thing is when I put on like the fake test thing at the eye doctor's office, the moment I looked through them, it was like the room got quiet. Like it got calmer. So I feel like even just in my own, this is the first time I'm in my own studio with my glasses on, and I feel like it's calmer in here. Like there's less stress, there's less chaos. It's very crazy. I don't want to take my glasses off ever again, actually. Like I want to sleep in these all the time. But it just feels like just everything got quiet. It's so nice. And then with the music, I feel really chill right now. So what dimension does your eye beams come from? I don't know what that means. What are my dimension options? The best one, obviously. But it helps with the symptoms so far. Again, I just got them today. And it's very cloudy, so nothing really matters. I have extreme light sensitivity, like extreme, like so extreme, guys. I'm literally on steroids for it. So it's nice to not take steroids and have another option, which I was wearing. I'm not even kidding. I would go to like the grocery store with my sunglasses on. You know how weird that is? But although like people probably think these are sunglasses too, but like in a fashionable way, right? Like if you saw me in public, you would be like, oh, what a weird person at the grocery store with like dark sunglasses. Okay, I'm gonna start these questions. Difficult person test. Most of the world's cultures have expressions that describe people who are difficult to get along with. Oh, okay. Chelsea Sleep and her colleagues at the University of Georgia, okay, so this must be legit, now believe they can scientifically quantify the 7 elements that constitute a difficult person. Are you difficult to get along with? For each of the following questions, indicate how well it applies to you. Reese's. Should I even scroll that far down? We're just gonna see ads. We see enough ads down here. There's ads literally everywhere on the screen. I'm even on like the incognito. I can't say words. Nothing got better over time. Also, yeah, you guys do see the chat a little bit here. That's fine. I don't mind it. You can see how far behind. You can see where your message came up when I finally got to it. No, I'll try my best to keep up, obviously. Yeah, I even put on like the private browser and I thought it wouldn't show ads, but I guess it's not Brave browser. Okay, people sometimes bother me by being around me, by just being around me. I didn't read any of these questions yet. This is starting off strong. Oh my God. Incognito. Thank you, Travis. This is something I'm actually really trying to work on. But like, I don't want to call out anybody, but sometimes when I'm with my mom, horrible. I love my mom. She's great. But there are times I'm just like, oh, can you just not be here right now? I'm like terrible. She's doing nothing. She's sipping a coffee and reading a book, and she doesn't read books. Like she'd read her something on her phone, but like she's sitting coffee and like reading something on her phone, and I'd be like, "Oh, can your existence not exist?" But like, am I like that with everybody, or is it just certain things, people, or is it just like for long periods of time? Like I think there has to be certain scenarios that would like cause me to be like annoyed with somebody. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, I have to agree at least one. It's literally just agree or disagree. So this will be like neutral, agree, and then strongly agree. That's how I'm just doing it. You know Cyclops from X-Men, the one with the eyes? His beams does kinetic damage instead of heat or cutting damage, and they come from a different dimension whose name is forgot. Oh, so it just like fucks with people's brain? I never watched X-Men. I never really watched like any Marvel thing, to be honest. I loved Smallville, like because of Tom Welling. Really, let's be honest, because of Tom Welling. I love Smallville, so I really liked like Superman and like that whole like genre. I would say genre, like that whole character, because of Smallville. But I never got into like Spider-Man or X-Men or like Iron Man or Doctor Strange. I was just trying to think of like things that they have at Disney. I went to Disneyland in like November, and they have this whole like Marvel area there, and they have this whole thing, and all the characters are coming out, and I was like walking, and it was happening like behind me, and I was like, I don't know who you are, but you're probably important because like all this music is happening, and like I'm like, which guys are the good guys, and which guys are the bad guys? I have no idea. It was fun. I was saying the music, the food was really good. They have a test kitchen, and the food at the test kitchen was really delicious. I enjoyed it a lot. It's getting like punched messing. It's more like getting punched. Messing with your brain is more psychic. Oh, so he just stands there and then it feels like you got punched by him. Got it. Interesting. But you don't like bleed, you just get injured. Interesting. Yeah, I never knew that. I just assumed because like he has like the little like laser thing across his eyes, I just assumed he had like the like Superman with the vision. With the laser vision. Okay, I was honest on this one. We'll go to the next one. I like telling people what to do. Yes. Yes. I feel like I'm just gonna be justifying myself this whole time. Like I feel like I want to say I feel like I have to, but like I feel like that's bad saying that. But no, like I like telling people. No, it's more like I feel like I have to tell somebody what to do. I have to be like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. I don't mind it. I'm not like scared to like say something to somebody or tell them what to do or get them to grab something or like in situations too where like you see a couple and the guy's not doing something, you're like, hey bud, like go fucking open the door, like what are you doing, you know, like stuff like that. Like that doesn't bother me in even the slightest. Do I like it? Again, I don't think this is like totally agree, but like at least somewhat agree. Like I'm not going in my way to tell people what to do like for no fucking reason. Why do I keep swearing? Mel, stop swearing. Jesus Christ. It's been so long since I streamed, okay? Like literally been like actual live for 14 minutes, and I think I dropped the F-bomb a couple times there. But yeah, like I don't, how do you describe this? I don't tell people what to do unless I feel like it's necessary to tell people what to do, but probably the difficult person would tell people what to do. I'm gonna put it here because I only do it in situations where I actually think it's necessary and like has a purpose. I'm not gonna tell people what to do like when it literally doesn't matter. Like I'm not gonna be like, okay, you need to like go to this program in university, you need to become a nurse, and then after you become a nurse for X amount of years, then you need to do this, then you need to buy a house, then you need, I don't give a shit. It's your life. I really don't give a shit. But if it's a situation like go open that door for your girlfriend, like come on, I'll tell them what's up. Okay, I'm honest, just being honest. I think about hurting or humiliating people that absolutely not. If you annoy me or make me upset or make me mad or like anything, I'm not gonna like purposely like humiliate you or hurt you. Like, no, I rather just like get out of that situation completely, walk away. I like to avoid things. Like no, I'm not gonna like go to my way to like hurt or humiliate you. I have way better things to do with my time in life. Yeah, no. Okay, maybe I'm not so difficult. One thing I put a disagree. It's going strong. 1 out of 35. Others have told me I'm a hothead. Others have told me I'm difficult. Would that be the same? Like others have, yeah, hot. No one. I don't think I've ever heard anyone in my life use the word hothead. Like, period. I don't think I've ever heard that. I'm just gonna put this at neutral. Because I don't disagree because people have told me I'm difficult. But they've never said like hothead or like angry or I've been called a bitch. But I mean, like, who hasn't? Probably not difficult people. Oh my gosh. Okay. Other people's emotions are their problem, not mine. Oh my god. Okay, so if I was answering this question like, I don't know, 7 years ago, I would be a strongly agree at this point. Like, strongly agree. Like, I was the type of person that, like, if I said something and it upset you, I'm like, well, that's your problem that you're getting upset by that. Like, that's not my problem that I said it. I'm not trying to, like, be that anymore, like, actively for a long time, because it's just not worth the effort to be honest with people, and you can tell in certain situations where, like, honesty is not necessary, and I feel like in my youth, I would be like, well, it's important to be honest, because God says you need to be honest, and then as I've aged, I'm like, you know what, maybe honesty is not needed in every scenario, Mel, and... So there was a time that definitely I would say this, like, yeah, people's emotions are their problem, not mine, but, I'm like, would I disagree with this? I would disagree with this slightly. Because I don't want to, like, purposely make people upset. And I want to make sure to avoid bad situations as often as possible. But not so much that I have to tiptoe around people. You know what I mean? Like, there are toxic people out there that you feel like you have to tiptoe around them. You can't say the wrong thing. You don't want to, you know, stir the pot. Like, those situations, oh man, I don't care. Like, you're already a problem. You're already causing, you know, stress in people's lives for existing. I ain't tiptoeing around you. I'm not going to purposely push your buttons, but I ain't tiptoeing around you. And if you have a problem with me, we can talk about it. Like, yeah, so that's why I'm going to go just disagree. I enjoy coming out on top after humiliating others. Absolutely not. I have absolutely no interest whatsoever to humiliate others. I could care less about humiliating people or like, no. I'd rather just avoid situations, like, period. Like, if someone upsets me or gets me mad, I rather like just step away, you know. Yeah, I'll say disagree strongly. I have often been described as cold or uncaring. Okay, this is where it's actually, I think, more relevant to me. I've been told on many occasions by different people that I'm cold. But, like, again, this hasn't been, like, recently. Probably within the last, yeah, probably. But it's not as frequently. I do get told I'm cold, though. I'm gonna go with just agree. I'm like, I'm not so bad that, like, I'm getting told this often. But there is times that I'm like, because I'm selfish. I think about myself, obviously. Like, I have, like, what do you call it? Like, main character syndrome. I think a lot of people do, though, right? Me justifying this. But, like, I'm not as bad as I used to be. That's all I'm gonna say. But no, I'm still cold because there are times where I put my priorities or what I want in certain situations first, or like if somebody like asks for help or something, I'm like, why? Not that I'm like not willing to help, but I'm just like, why do I have to help you? Like, why can't you ask somebody else? That's more so. So if I was more caring, maybe I'd be willing to help everybody, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna put just slight, like the first, yeah, I agree. Others consider my lifestyle wild and exciting. I don't think so. I don't think anyone considers my lifestyle wild and exciting. I mean, like, is there such thing as a side character syndrome? Apparently there is. Travis has confirmed a main character as well. Apparently there is people who actually just see themselves as side characters, and they're like more like helping somebody else achieve a bigger goal. So whether that's like their family or their partner or their spouse, like stuff like that. But apparently people are like perfectly fine being like side characters or like part of a collective like goal in life. Yeah. I mean, like you think of a lot of like wives, like the whole um housewife dynamic. I mean, they're all, like they're just there to not just there, like they have a really important role, but like housewives in general, like they're taking care of either whether it's a husband or like the kids and the dynamic of the family, the house, cleaning, cooking, whatever. Like, drummer, how are you doing? How's things? How's life? Welcome in. But they're more there to like help everyone else. They're not there like getting everybody on board for their, you know, goals and aspirations of life. Not that they can't have goals. You know what I mean, though? I would guess that women are more often side characters. Yeah, like it's more common that they would be. But there are a lot of people too, like even guys who are very like driven. Then some cultures, like they're very driven. Like I am here to take care of my parents. Like my purpose is to take care of my parents, and my parents, whether they live with me or I just financially support them or I'm like providing, you know, whatever they need type of scenarios for my parents. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of people who are just like, yeah, I'm a side character. Like I'm just here for the collective. But confirm Travis is the main character because he doesn't see how anyone could not be. I'm doing decent actually. I just turned 20 yesterday. Oh my god. And I gave a speech for a school. That's exciting. What was the speech about if you're able to share? 20. Happy belated birthday. 20. I would say cheers, but I believe, drummer, you're in America where you have to be 21 to drink. So one more year. One more year. We can cheers. I'm like in the only province in Canada that the legal drinking age is 18, which is amazing when you're 18 years old. And like, I'm pretty sure every single province is like 19. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong because I don't know. But like BC for sure was 19. I don't know about Saskatchewan because like why would I go that way? Like there's nothing over there. I went to BC when I was younger and oh my god, should I tell this story? I was 18, I went to BC and I went to a bar and I actually didn't realize the drinking age there was 19 until I went to this bar, and at the door they were supposed to check your ID, but for some reason there was nobody there to check my ID. So I went in and sat down and then like ordered a drink and she served me and whatever. And then like after, like somebody was like, wait, how did you get a drink? Like you're supposed to be 19 here. And I'm like, oh, really? Like no one checked my ID. They're like, that's so weird. Like they checked my ID at the door. I'm like, they did? Like why didn't they check myself? It was an accident, guys, but that's when I learned that you had to be 19 in BC to get a drink, and I somehow did get ID'd at the door. So like those scenarios, they don't ID you at the bar or at your table or whatever because they just assumed that's already taken care of. Like you couldn't even get in unless you were ID'd. So am I a criminal? Did I commit a crime? This was a speech for my speech class. Oh, cool. So this time I did a persuasive speech on why music is a great major to look into. Also, yeah, I gotta wait one more year, sadly. Damn, just like going on a road trip like up to Canada and you can drink like in any province. Because like I said, the oldest is 19. I think when I went to Egypt as well, they had like two separate drinking ages. So you had to be like 21 for hard liquor, and then you could be like, I think 16 or 18 for like beer and wine. It was weird. I don't know. It was very strange. Drinking ages are strange. But it's cool. Okay. We're doing a test about if I'm a difficult person, and I'm exposing myself live on the internet. It's fine. It's totally fine. Oops, I accidentally closed that. How did I? There we go. I'll do anything to get out of here, bro. America is hell right now. I mean, Canada's not that far. It's just a drive away. Well, depending on how far away you are from the border, it might be that far. But even like a flight, it's not that far of a flight. Oh my goodness. Okay. Or like anywhere, even in Europe, I think you have to be 18, right, to drink. I mean, you have the whole world, man. You have the whole world. Oh God. Also, when I was like 18, I went to Europe too. Anyways, that's not a stream talk about my stories about when I was 18 and drinking. I did a lot of crazy things. I did so much like stuff when I was literally, well, I mean, because the legal drinking age here is 18, like obviously you can go to bars and stuff like that. And so I'd like right when I turned 18, I got a job in the mountains, and a lot of that culture in the mountains was like your days off, you go to the bar. And even like not your days off, a lot of people went to the bar. So I did that whole thing for like a couple months, and then I was like done. I was like done with bars for like ever. And even during that time was when I went to BC and stuff and went to that bar. But like once you go and do all the bar scene, like it's like, okay, I'm good. Moving on. You might be refugeeing up there eventually. Nice. If you picked a province, any mini miny mo. Also, my mom made me an Omari inspired cake from, oh, that's really cute, for my birthday. I forgot to mention, it was so cool. Was it like all the characters, or was it just certain characters? That's cute. I love that. I show up at your door with a backpack and my cat. Do it. Although, okay, I'm not gonna lie, Nicole, my dog Lucifer will destroy your cat. He's not good with cats. One time there was a cat in our backyard, and I didn't realize it was there, and when he ran outside, saw the cat, grabbed it by its neck. He didn't hurt it, but like he shook, and then the cat went flying up to the garage, the neighbor's roof of the garage. Yeah, okay. He doesn't like cat. We don't purposely put him near cats because he does not like cats. He used to be homeless. He used to live on the streets back in the day before we got him. But if you want to come at the door, you're more than welcome. Your cat, I'm sorry. I don't know where your cat will stay. Crazy cake idea, not gonna lie, but everything will be okay. It's kind of sad. With Omari on it. With Omari, that would be sad, but it'd be great. She did it based off white space. Oh, that's cool. She did the light bulb and added black borders. Like, she actually made it too and put red candy drip underneath the borders to represent blood. Oh my god. Has your mom played Omari? I feel like she knows the lore. She needed like someone who knew Omari to like help her with that cake. I just assume she like Googled a picture and was like, put these people in a cake, please. That's what my mom would do. Others consider my lifestyle. Oh yeah, I don't think so. I strongly disagree. I mean, the odd time, yeah, sure, I like go on a trip. I don't think that's like wild and exciting. I think it's mental health and I need a trip. I don't know. And it was a pinata cake too, so she filled it with red sprinkles. So when you cut it open, like sprinkles came. Oh wait, the red sprinkles, that's dark as hell. I was more distracted by the pinata part. That's cool though. So when you cut it, like the sprinkles like poured out. I've never had a pinata cake. My mom heard me talk about Omari more times than I can count. It terrifies her, so she knows everything. I look down on people who unwisely share their secrets. No, absolutely not. I think if somebody is like comfortable enough to like share something that like is like dark or personal or traumatic or like anything, I don't look down on them. And why is that unwise? Like, people need to express themselves. And honestly, like just saying things out loud, like already that helps. Like not holding things in helps. Like getting it out and just saying it to like one person, writing it down on a piece of paper, writing it in a diary, like any like professional obviously is the best scenario. Like just talking about things helps. So like their secrets. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why that would be like unwise to share. I don't know. I guess like if it's their own secrets, I think it's fine. I guess it's more like it'd be unwise to share somebody else's secret, you know, like that's more spreading rumors and talking shit. And that's a little bit different. I would look down on those people who are just like talking about other people's trauma. Or like, yeah. Even if it's like they're talking about their family, it's like you don't have the right to say what your daughter has gone through or what your sister has gone through, or you know what I mean? Like that type of scenario is like, hey, unless they're like, oh yeah, it's cool, you can go tell the whole world. Maybe don't. Like those scenarios, I feel like I'd be more judgmental depending on what they're sharing. But just like talking about their own secrets and stuff, no, that's their own problem. Also, it was her first pinata cake order too. I was very happy about that. The sprinkles made a huge mess though. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. An actual pinata would have made a huge mess anyway, so it's fine. And it was probably delicious. I sometimes get into dangerous situations. Absolutely not. I am like, no. I avoid dangerous situations like there's no tomorrow. Like, I will spend way too much money getting like Lyfts or Ubers for short distances to avoid walking in case there is a potential dangerous situation. So no. I often feel suspicious of people, even after they've acted loyal towards me. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get really sus. Oh my god, Nicole, you want to diagnose me with that? I feel like she's like, oh, this is adding to the Mel Lauren problems. But like, even if I've known somebody for a really long time, I can still, like, in certain situations, like, still feel like very suspicious of them, or if they say something, or if they do something, or like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, or what causes it, or, but like, I can like know somebody for like 5+ years and still like get in a situation where I'm like, oh, I don't know about them. Like, I don't know if they have good intentions. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say strongly agree. I don't know. And sometimes it's like nothing like they've done purposeful, and sometimes it is. But like loyalty, like knowing something for a long time, like any of that, like doesn't matter. Like if I feel sus about it, I feel sus about it. Yeah. My guess is that you're just experienced betrayal of your trust before. And so there's a little voice in your mind that knows there's always a possible. Yeah, oh God, that's so fucking right. That's so right. That's so true. Yeah. A lot of snakes in the world, Nicole. A lot of fucking snakes. I can't swear, Mo. Can't swear. Okay, I went another 15 minutes without swearing, so that was a good stretch. Because I'm the same way. You get it. You get it. Yeah, that's probably it though. I just T-pose and levitate menacingly to get places. What? What is that from? Oh, okay. I feel like every video game you could do that. Sailor Mouth Mel, I know. I'll put another nickel in the, because we don't have pennies here anymore. So I'll put a nickel in the jar. I'm trying. I often feel. Oh, I already did that one. Okay. Others should pay special attention to me. No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I have said this before in general, but also I haven't streamed since July, so who knows what I've said. But just in the general sense, like when I am in large groups, I'm quieter because I'm like, oh, there's so many people talking, there's so many people who have things to say, there's so many people. Like, why am I so important that I need to talk? So I end up being like way more quieter than I even mean to be, just because I rather give other people the chance to speak or say something or whatever. Unless, like, obviously, if you're in a situation, regardless of how many people there are, and everyone's quiet, I'm like the one like that's trying to, you know what I mean, have a conversation and talk and whatever. But if it's a situation where you can tell people have plenty to say and talk about, I will, like, even if I have stuff to stay, I'll like really quiet, and I have to like kind of, okay, like you should still speak, like you're not that unimportant, like you're still here, you're still part of the group, like, you know. So I'm really bad in that sense. Every time you swore, you owe Nicole $5. Okay, Nicole, come to Canada and come get it. She'll spend more money getting here than what you're gonna get when you arrive. I get pretty angry when others disagree with me. I'm gonna just do one agree. I don't get pretty angry, but I also, like, it's not like I don't care. How do you describe that? Like, I get frustrated. Let's put it that way. I do get frustrated because like there's situations where I'm like, if I'm really passionate about something or I really like believe a certain thing and you're like, absolutely not, like you're totally like in the wrong like game. Like you have no idea what you're even talking about. Yeah, I get pretty like, what do you mean? Like I'm right. Like you're I don't know. Slash, welcome in. How are you doing? How's things? Hi, Kelly. Kelly, you're still in town. Let's go. I'm here to hate. Anyways, Kelly didn't even come here, guys. It's fucking crazy. Oh, Jesus Christ. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We can blame it on Kelly. Slash, welcome in. How are you doing? How's things? How's life? How is, what was it? What did I send you the other day? Slash has a daughter named Evie. I'm giving the Slash lore. I'm sorry. Slash has a daughter named Evie, and I saw this TikTok was like about this girl who, when she was in 3rd grade, her dad always like rage bait her and said that she was a 3rd grader, Was it like that? Anyway, so I asked Slash, I'm like, what grade is Evie in? And he's like third. And I sent him the screenshot and then he made his daughter cry. Allegedly, because I don't know, I wasn't there. Anyways, that's the lore. Sorry, Slash. $5 for Nicole. I know another. I think I'm at like, okay, since you said that, Travis, I'm at $10. Wait, what did I do? You said that you're here to hate watch me, and that's not very nice. Just talk weird. Hey man, I'm streaming for the first time since literally July, I think. Travis, I don't think you ever confirmed if it was July, but I'm pretty sure it was. I think it was July because it was wasn't it a celebration for like 5,000 subs? Speaking of celebrations, we're on the road to. I asked Travis at that stream, like this was at the end of the stream, and I was like, oh, so when would make sense for the next celebration? Like, you know, do you do it every 1,000? Do you wait like till a bigger milestone? And he said I can't have a celebration until it's 10,000 subs. So we're on the way there. Just saying. We're on the way there. Someday you'll have money again, and someday you will visit me. I'm keeping track of this. Oh, you'll visit. Yeah, come to Canada. It'll be great. It's awesome. There's lots of farmland around me, but like I can take you to the mountains. The mountains are beautiful. Unless you want to like live that like small town life for a bit. You might enjoy it. You probably would enjoy it. I can give you a tour of my studio, like in person. I've been meaning to do a tour of the studio. I've been actually thinking of doing it as like a members only video, like a detailed tour of the studio. I got a new like dresser thingy back there to put. It's currently 100% empty. We put a bunch of my stuff back there. I have so many things I've collected over the years, but like one thing, if you guys see that right there, that's like my MomoCon badge. So now you know what that thing is. But I want to do like an actual tour and kind of like show, like for members only, and show like everything. Yeah, because I never end up doing that. We built this studio. We made it soundproof because I would scream and play horror games, and Dennis would contemplate divorcing me over it, which I don't blame him. And so we built a soundproof studio, which is as soundproof as, you know, realistically our wallets allowed at the time. But I never did like a tour or like anything. I have my mirror so you can kind of see like the other, oh my god, other perspective of what I see here, but still, it's not the same. Oh my god, a badge. I think Kelly knows it's there. I think I've mentioned it. I mentioned something else that's back there too, Kelly, but only you know where that is. I read that. Or you'll have to have money and go to MomoCon. Go to MomoCon anyways. I got more homework to do, so I'm going to head out for now. Enjoy your homework, I hope. I never mind doing homework because, you know, I always like, when I was in university, I studied business and I love business. So I never mind doing that homework, but I hope whatever class you have homework for, it's not too bad. I just like see a cars ad at the bottom. Like, frick, is it going to expose where I live? I'll try to come back later, but I can't guarantee you anything. Oh, you're totally good. I appreciate that you're here, drummer. You hung out, you chatted with us. It's going to be a shorter stream, so even by the time you get your homework done, I might not even be here anymore. Homework is for nerds. I mean, Kelly, when you were having to study for your driver's test thingy, you were studying, and you were a nerd. Anyways, yeah, I get pretty angry. I'm going to say just... This is honest, okay? We're just moving on from that one. I get angry when something blocks my plans. Okay, well, you know what? It depends on the scenario. Like, if there was a situation, like, okay, I have a plan to go to Disney. I need my mother, bringing up my mother again. I need my mother to watch Lucifer, all right? Like, I need someone to take care of my dog. Like, this is the plan. Like, she's going to grab my dog. She's going to pick him up. We're going to drop him off. Like, whatever the situation is going to be, like, that's going to happen. And then my flight leaves in 6 hours, and she's like, oh, hey, I can't actually watch the dog anymore because all this stuff is going on. I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I would get angry. I would find a solution. I would be stressed. Like, obviously, like, there's other options. There's, like, kennels around here. You pay money. Whatever. There are options, but just the fact that inconvenience happened and made me more stressed, oh yeah, I would get angry. But like any other scenario, no, absolutely not. Like, I can't think of anything else I'd be angry about. I'd be like, oh, I'll just do that another day, or I'll just rearrange my schedule, or like, yeah. As long as it doesn't like fuck with Disney that I can't fix it before the trip, I don't care. I would say I would say disagree. Yeah, I don't care. Did my music already end? Could have. It could have. That's actually surprising. It was 54-minute playlist. Okay, now it's playing again. Is there a way I can like make this repeat? Does it matter? I don't know. I do have gifted memberships to send out. Let's see if I can do that in this chat. Oh, while I'm here. Can't see the chat. False. I was not a nerd. I was cool. Of course you were cool, Kelly, because you passed. I mean, are you more of a nerd if you do homework stuff and then you don't pass? Let's see if that works. Hell yeah. 5 people who let's see what the lucky ones are. I get to do this like once a month, and I obviously haven't done it since July, or no, probably before that because I forgot. But you can only do it literally if you're live streaming. And give out gifted memberships, and I don't get any like compensation for this whatsoever. It's just other people get to have a membership for a month. Panda Blocks Plays, Happy Fox 12, and also when YouTube picks these people, these are people who are like somewhat active on my channel allegedly. I don't know. They could just be people answering polls. I don't know. A lot of polls being posted. Speaking of which, I have to do some more of those. Cool Kids #1 fan, Angel, I don't know how to say that, and Maximilian. Congrats, guys. You got some memberships. I'll do 5 more. See who else gets them. And also, I realize my sound alerts are not working. It just doesn't make sounds when these are going through. I set it up. It's showing me that it's set up. Whatever. I tried. Announcy, Profession, Alex Game, awesome a lot, and Serial Design. Which they have a picture of Murder Drone's character. I recognize that, but no one else well, no, I don't recognize any of their characters. Wow, she's gifting herself presents. Hey man, it's this perk that YouTube lets you do once a month. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I give? And usually Slash you get them, but apparently you haven't been active on my channel recently, so hashtag exposed. Don't say hashtag meltdown. Don't do it. You used to always get them every time. Apparently I got a gifted membership. Let's go. Welcome in. Awesome. How are you doing? How's things? How's life? You did. You got a gifted one. I can give free ones every month, and you were one of the lucky few. How are you doing? Fun fact, nerd means you're obsessed with a subject, so the Space Marines from Warfare 40K are religious nerds. I just heard this, so don't quote me. I'm quoting you, Jacob, on that. It makes sense, though. Nerds are obsessed with something. Like, nerds, I feel like the, classical nerd would be like the Star Wars, Star Trek nerds, They're obsessed with those universes. Life is all right, I guess. Yeah, my streak of getting them dies today. Thanks, Malinka. Thanks. What is this stream? This stream, I'm learning if I'm a difficult person. Live on stream for everybody to commentate and watch. Oh my god, Jacob, that was such a fun fact. That was a fun fact, Kelly. My day has been... Oh my god, Kelly. Guys, can we just ban Kelly? Kelly was originally a mod, like, way back in the day, and these are the reasons that Kelly lost his mod status. If anyone's wondering, example right here. Kelly is a nerd for fun facts. I get angry when someone blocks my... Okay, I did that. Generally speaking, I am a superior person. Oh my fucking god. I literally just said that I'm exposing myself live on stream. I'm not saying I am a superior person. I am not saying I am literally a superior person. But in my brain, if I tier listed the most important people in my life, I will always be on top. Okay, this question is crazy. Sorry, Malika. I am a superior person. Okay, this question, I read that. Yeah, I do have the mindset that I am always on top. Am I, like, literally accurately? No, I am well aware that, in the grand scheme of life, I'm not. But my brain is like, no, you are far more important than anybody else that exists in this universe. It's just a survival thing. I don't think that's a question, though. Oh, shoot. That's just proof on your hat. Oh, this is a poof on your hat. I thought you were like, oh, thanks. I think that's a question, though. When you go to the store, do you think you're better than everyone else there? Yes, I do, Nicole. Yes, I do. Yeah, you know what's funny? Okay, maybe this is like problematic that I do this, but obviously I was in business school. And so business school, you have to do a lot of presentations and you don't have the choice to not speak. You can't just do a group project and make like Joe Schmo like do the entire thing. Like everyone in the group always had to speak and do like roles, and it had to be like at least somewhat fair in the amount of speaking you did. Or you have to do like individual products and you'd have to speak. So there's a lot of public speaking, and then even like working in the business world after that, a lot of, you know, public speaking, speaking to small, large groups, whatever. And one thing I will say to myself to like get past if I do feel a little bit nervous is that like I am better than everybody else here. Everybody else sucks. Like I am the best. Why am I like scared? Why am I nervous? Like literally everybody here sucks. Like, yeah, Nightbot is insane. I'm not even gonna bother trying to fix them or my sound alerts or anything. I'll do that next time. But that is something like mentally I'll tell myself so I'm not nervous. So maybe that got a little too ingrained in my head. So when I'm at the grocery store and like someone's in my way, I'm like, get out of my way, peasant. Oh shit, the most important person to me is me, Melvis Gamesley. Thanks. Oh, but that's honestly like how I get through feeling nervous in the slightest. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta like hype myself up. I mean, how else can I do it? But I think that generally speaking, I do strongly agree. I hold grudges. Oh shit. You know what? I'm not too bad with holding grudges, but I'm gonna keep it neutral. I do hold some grudges, some real like, trust me, they're like, they make sense. They're reasonable grudges to hold, I guess you could say. But yeah, I would say neutral on this one. I'm not gonna hold grudges for no reason. I'm not gonna hold a grudge for very minuscule things. But once things like build up over a very long period of time and there's no resolution to it, yeah, I'll hold a grudge and hold that for life. I remember we had a presentation on hard times in our life, and I will never forgive the professor for making me go after the woman with sickle cell. What? My hot take is that grudges are a natural selection kind of thing. If someone harms us, we hold a grudge. That tells us to stay away from them. That's evolution, baby. Yeah, and if it's like harmful enough, right? Also, I'm keeping neutral. I'm not going to say disagree because I think there are situations that you kind of have to. YouTube didn't want you to post that slash, but I will let it happen. Thank you, Mod Travis. You're the best. Thanks, Travis. Look at Slash, already number 2. Everybody else, come on. Come on. Who's the top fans? Everybody fight for the top fan spot. Jacob's number 1. Let's go. Slash is number 2. Drummer's number 3. Actually, everyone's like tying with like the same amount of points, but... Nicole's 4, even though she was here first. Kelly's 5, Travis is 6, and Awesome is 7. Everybody fight for first. I often find myself saying things and doing things without stopping to think. I got here late, what's your excuse? Good to know that Slash gets auto-modded over here too. That was so funny. Nicole, it wasn't just you on his birthday card that talked about he says crazy things in the stream, but I'm pretty sure Stitch said something similar along those lines, and I was like, oh yeah, Slash is pretty wild in the chat. Let's go, I'm on the board. Nicole, I get automated everywhere. That's crazy. I don't care. I don't know how I'm first. You are, Jacob. Even in Cheyenne Street, and I'm a mod there. Okay, so I often find myself saying and doing things without stopping to think. I would say agree. Because there's only like in challenging situations where I do have to pause, or I can tell someone's going to be upset, or this could upset somebody, or I'm anticipating like, you know, a very intense emotion, whatever it is from somebody else or from myself even, I will stop to pause and think of what I'm going to say before I say it. But in normal, everyday situations, I do just say things without thinking. I literally, like, my internal thought is externally spoken for, like, majority of the situations. Unless, like I said, it's, like, a more intense emotional thing. So I'm going to say, yeah, just agree. 1 on that side, that I often just say things without stopping to think. And then I'll often like, I'll accidentally say something like that's a little too rash, but then somebody like finds it funny. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God we're laughing. Thank God. I don't purposely say it. It's just my internal dialogue. Yeah. Jacob, I'll get ya. I was number one at the beginning of the stream. What the heck? I get good, Nicole. Jesus. You guys are all technically tied. I think it like resets like once an hour and we're getting like really close to the hour. Not resets, like you can get more points every hour. Yeah, that's what I mean. You didn't like that message, Cole, but I gotcha. Squirrel tactics. Nicole got me in her sights. Yeah, I'll say this is accurate. People tell me I'm out of control. Okay, so like in what context? Again, if we want to talk about like what I spent at Disney, oh, absolutely. This is like a strong, hard agree. People think I'm fucking insane. But I prioritize my life and my spending so I can be fucking insane. And I also have worked myself to death over the last year. And that's probably why I have so many medical problems lately. What joy, what fun. But overall, in the general sense, am I out of control? Like, does that count? Mel, your superiority complex is out of control. Like, should I put like a little bit of agree? Because like, yeah, like I do make some pretty crazy decisions that make me seem like I'm out of control. Like, I don't sleep sometimes. I like ignore my health, like to the point that like, yeah, things are really bad. Like, and I'm gonna like update like everybody or like members like within the next month about what's going on with my health. Once I know more information, I have a couple tests we have to do this month, and I should know more. Kelly, my message is more important than everyone else's now. It literally is. Thank you, Kelly, for the $10. Holy shit. I'm sorry I don't have sound alerts on, but like, let's pretend that made a sound, everybody. I have to ignore everybody else and only focus on Kelly because he is the most superior, the most awesome. He's the best at Baldur's Gate 3. He is the best character. He's green, of course. I just talked about what games you play. Number one, literally, actually, that does put you into number one. You should have got like a surplus of points for like doing that. I do think it's just the super chats that do push you up in the top fans list. But thank you, Kelly. $10. I really appreciate that. That's really kind. That's really, and I know now that it was for your own sake to be number one, but I still appreciated that you did it. I love that I understand that reference. I missed it. What was it? I'd like to describe you as a spice. I'd be, oh, that reference. If I had to describe you as a spice, I'd be flour. Then why isn't it green? Don't you often say yellow is the worst? Can you pick the color for those, or is it like a default color, like depending on like the dollar value? I don't know. Because if it was green, we'd be down. Kelly has iconic yellow. Don't get a pick color. Yeah, I feel like the color has a coordination with the dollar value. Bro, paid to be first. Yeah, pay to win. It's like how you play games now, Slush. That is how it works. But he still supported, you know, his good old friend, Malika. I could have done a 500 to make it red. I dare you. Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't be insane. I have nothing to give to make it worth any high amount of money at all. I'm sorry. The troll population is in trouble now. Oh no. Yeah, people tell me I'm gonna put the 1 because I do feel like some of my spending habits makes people think that I'm out of control. But like you gotta realize with that, like I am so absolutely frugal in my normal day-to-day life. I work like my main income full-time job, and then I have a side job that I make extra money at, and then that side job, like that is like my primary money that goes to pay for Disney. And then in addition to that, I do, you know, have a little bit of income that comes with YouTube as well, and that takes a lot of time. So I'm always like busy working on things, trying to grow to like a bigger, you know, thing. So it's never, I don't know, I'm never like so out of control of my money that I'm like $50,000 in debt or anything, you know. I was looking last night, oh my god, this was insane. I was looking last night at like Disney cruises to take for my birthday next year. I'm not going to actually do it because this is all insane. And like when you look at Disney cruises that far in advance, like the like most bougiest suites will be available. And there was this one suite for a 7-day cruise that was $47,000 American, and I was like, that's fucking insane, Mel. That's fucking insane. But for a second, I'm like, could I? For 7 days? Yeah, you know, maybe I am out of, but I don't do it. I think it, but I don't do it. And even when I like book these trips, like I'm getting like cheap flights, I'm really like watching the prices, I'm getting when there's deals, there's so many like Canadian discount residence deals that are happening. Like I'm really like careful with my spending. I plan it like so far in advance that I can slowly put money towards the trip and have it like paid off completely like in advance. So when I'm at, you know, the only time I really screwed myself money wise was when I went to Vegas, and then not even 2 weeks later, it was 10 days later, I went to Disney, and then I was like, you're an idiot. But that wasn't it wasn't supposed to be that way. It was just how it worked with like people's schedules and work, and like Dennis's schedule and work, and that was the only time I was out of control, and I admit that. But I figured it out. I sold a kidney. We're fine. We're good. We balanced it out. Rib trots. I could be 100th and still consider myself first if I paid the lease. It's just give me all your money, Slash. Make it red, Slash. Oh, I was selfish. I do not want praise. Good job, Kelly. You're a good boy with a good heart. I am not so modest. I just love the fact. I just love fun facts and being the best. What a saint. Oh, Slash is third now because of Kelly. It's not asking if you're out of control. It's asking how other people view you. I know, but if I told people that I was like kind of somewhat considering for like 30 seconds to spend $47,000 American for a Disney cruise for 7 days, do you perceive that as out of control? Anyways, I'm going to leave it here. I'm just going to leave it here. No need for that my birthday. No, I need that for my birthday gift. For the PS5. Nice. Are you getting like a special edition one, like where they're all like colorful and pretty and they come with like a pretty controller and then like a pretty game or like a unique game or something? Are you getting anything like that, or just like the basic white one? Basic. When I got a PS4 back in the day, it was when it first came out, so they're all just like the black PS4s, and then they had like a limited edition at the time. I don't know if they after that if they made it more as a regular one you could buy, but anyways, at the time it was like a little limited edition Destiny 2 white PS4, and I was like, oh my god, I want a white Jeep and I want a white PS4 and I want white nails and all this like stupid things. So I bought it. I don't even play Destiny 2. No, I'm getting the one with the most storage. Yeah, that's smart, actually. Especially with how big games are nowadays. Like, you can download, like, 3 games and, like, it will use the entire storage of, like, the lowest one. That's why you get a PC, and then you have just, like, a bunch of hard drives. I have, like, so much storage on this thing. Like, my one hard drive is literally like a terabyte, and that's like my dedicated like game hard drive just to put games on. Even I don't play games that much anymore, so it's just a lot of storage right now. Just play indie games and you don't have to worry about storage. That's what I mean. That's what I do. Like, I don't have to worry about that at all. But like I have a lot. I mean, just play PC games, Slash. You don't have to like worry about storage. You can just buy another hard drive. And then what if instead of buying a PlayStation, you just bought like a new, I don't know, graphics card? I don't know how much a PlayStation's worth, to be honest. I haven't even looked at prices. Oh, I only obey those laws and rules that seem sensible. Oh, only. No. I'm a rule. Okay, this would mean that, like, I only pay attention to the laws and rules that, like, I believe should exist. Because I follow all the laws and rules, right? So that this would be strongly disagree. Because I literally... Like, if there is a rule, I will follow it. Like, if you say you don't like peas with your mashed potatoes, like, I will not put peas anywhere near your mashed potatoes. Because, like, to me, in my brain, that is a rule. And I must follow it. I have games on my PS4 that the PS3 couldn't even hold. Just play Duck Game. Now we're getting it, Slash. I don't believe in murder. It's a myth. Jesus, where'd that come from? I think disagree would make sense here. Because I follow... all the rules and all the laws and everything that ever existed, even if it's not a real law. Okay. I'm a unique individual who deserves special treatment. No, I don't think I deserve special treatment. I honestly, Kate, I think depression counseling. You're not alone. Thanks, ad. uh, just the timing. I don't think that like I deserve special treatment in the slightest from anybody. I think for myself that I should take care of myself and, you know, make sure I'm doing the things I want to do for my life and prioritizing my goals and making my dreams come true and like all those type of things. Like, yeah, when I am trying to fulfill my own needs and desires, yeah, of course, you know, I'm putting myself first. But when it comes to like, I don't think I'm not going to go to a restaurant and be like, oh, they should put me by the window, or like, oh, like they should comp my dessert, or like, I don't think any of that. Even I'm the type of person too that like, even if I ordered something and it's not good, like really, really not good, like I don't want to eat it. It's not good. So I won't even say a word to the waitress about it or the waiter or whatever. I won't say, I'm just thinking of an actual scenario and she was female. I wouldn't say a word like, and tell them that there's something wrong with the food. I might even just order something else. And not even like, no, it's fine. Like, no, it's good. Like, I just wouldn't say anything. So yeah, I don't think I ever need special treatment. Because I know like in those scenarios, then they'll comp the meal and the manager has to come talk to you. And I don't want to talk to the manager. I don't want to have a conversation with that guy. Who gets ads? Yeah, get YouTube Premium. It like, I still get like you still support the streamers and the content creators or videos or whatever you're watching on YouTube Shorts. Like there's still a portion of that money goes to them. And actually I've heard that like people who watch and they have YouTube Premium, the content they watch and consume, those creators get more money from that viewer than they would from somebody who doesn't have it and is just watching like ads and stuff. So fun fact. Not only are you helping the people you're watching anyways, you're actually helping them more than people who watch ads. Just saying. I'm second now. The troll population will never cover. Jesus. Mel yelled at me when we didn't get the window seat at Hell's Kitchen. We were like, what are you talking about? We did get the window seat. We literally did. We got the window corner. We had such a bougie seat there. We didn't even ask for anything special. We just got it. And then they were clearing out that whole section because I think they were like closing off for like a private event or whatever. So by the time we left, like there was nobody else coming in right beside us or around us or anything. Like they were like, yeah, like it was nice. I like it almost felt like exclusive in that area. And we didn't even like specify we wanted it. But I appreciate it. But also, and I think we talked about it, like the Hell's Kitchen in Vegas, if anyone was wondering. We also talked about it when we were there. I should make a video about that experience. Maybe one day. I went with Travis and Kelly, and we kind of were like, is there even any bad seat in this whole restaurant? Because you're like literally like by the kitchen or have a decent view of the kitchen, or you're along that like side of the strip, or you're along the back where there's like the fountain. Like there's literally not a bad place to sit there. And then she kicked me in the nuts and bunked me up. Yeah, okay, yeah, in the middle of Hell's Kitchen. And then Gordon Ramsay was there, and then he was like, I can't do an impression, but he did something mean, probably. Oh my god. Depends. There's times I'm like, yeah, that's my fault. Other times I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, but don't like this. Can I order something else? Oh, I see what, yeah. Even in like the worst food scenario, I kind of just like ate around it and I was like, I'm content, and that was such a waste of my money, but like I still didn't say anything. I feel entitled, so I go when there's a few customers, so I get a princess treatment. That's also smart. Like if you can go somewhere like between like meals, right? And so there's like nobody really at the restaurant, like the service is so much better. No, I failed you, Trout. at least you're still in the top 3, Jacob. Oh, back by the dumpster. I actually went with you guys, but they seated me by the dumpster. I don't even know where they bring their trash there. I never saw a dumpster. It was like all hidden. Yeah, I don't know how that works in Vegas. But anyways, because it like every like one side of it was a fountain, one side of it was a strip, the other side of it was like the Caesar's Palace, and then this side of it was like a bridge to go over to the was it the Venetian? No, the Bellagio. Like where the hell would their dumpster be? They probably have to go down a tunnel to their dumpster. I am a unique individual who, oh yeah, right, yeah, I put no. People purposely do and say things to upset me. Purposely do and say things. I'm gonna go neutral on this one. I do feel like people make stabs at me, like intentionally. But that's also like the part of me that's always suspicious of everybody. So maybe they're not making stabs at me, but I'm like suspicious. I'm like, what did that mean? Byron, welcome in. How are you doing? How's things? It's me. I'm live. I'm here. Do you love my glasses? I got them for my extreme problems. My extreme light sensitivity. I just picked them up today and they're actually like working quite well and my eyes are not killing me currently. But yeah. Make stabs at you? Oh, never. Yeah, everyone does. Okay. But then that's the same thing. People like do that in a jokingly way, but I don't know. I'm gonna put this neutral because I'm like, I do think people purposely be mean to me sometimes too. Whistles. Kelly, I would never say things to upset you on purpose. Sharpens knife. I don't know, Slash. At least Byron can subtly admit it. I'd have been neutral. I think chat's confirming this, that I'm right to put neutral on that one. What did I do, Nicole? What did Kelly do in this case? Oh, make stabs at me? Yeah, fucking Kelly. Jesus Christ. I've never once been mean to Mel. Yeah, no, Kelly's been mean to me many times. Hence the number one. All right, Kelly's always nice to me, especially today. Actually, particularly today. Well, particularly this evening at whatever time that he gave me the super chats. Because before that, when he first came to stream, he was kind of mean, but I monitor my romantic partners, friends, and or family members intensely to find out who's being disloyal. Absolutely fucking not. I do not have time for that shit whatsoever. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will not monitor them. Like, if I could care less. You have to, like, say something to my face or, like, upset me, like, you know, like directly for me to, yeah, think that you're disloyal or, like, there's whatever. I can't even describe that. But, like, I wouldn't, like, monitor you or, like, ask people, like, oh, what did Kelly say about me? What did Nicole say? No, I would never do that. Like, yeah. Or, I don't know. None of that. Actually upsetting you, that's improbable. Actually. Mal pulling out a whole ass chart and graph to see if Kelly's overstayed his friendship. You mean you couldn't care less? Saying you could care less indicates you care somewhat. I always care somewhat, Travis. I always care somewhat. Maybe I am saying it right, okay? Maybe I always do care a little bit about everything. Yeah, no, I just wouldn't monitor them. I just feel like that word is like making it like really intense. You know what I mean? Mel, you don't pay for an all-seeing eye to watch your family. Guess I'm the weirdo. But like I think of that also as like your family, for instance. Like, I don't know, again, my mom does something. So I'm like asking my dad, oh, what has my mom been up to? What has she been saying about this? Or what did she, you know, I told you guys this thing happened. Like, what did she say? Like stuff like that. I don't do that. I'd ask my mom like straight up. Like, hey, I said this to you yesterday. Like, if you thought about it, like, what do you think? Yeah, I just want to know straight from the source. Oh my god, the glasses though. Yes. Oh my god, I'm sorry I smacked you. My medical glasses. Yeah, I have extreme light sensitivity. That's like one of my terrible symptoms. I have more. Don't worry, there's a whole list. But that is one that they were able to give me these glasses recently, and they're like, try these out. They didn't want to go this dark in the tint because they said that like it's a pretty drastic difference from having regular glasses to going to like a slightly lighter version of this. And I was like, no, we're going bigger. We're going home. And literally when I put on like the test ones in the doctor's or the eye doctor's office, like it actually felt like the room got quiet. Like it was just me and the eye doctor. And like as soon as I put them against my eyes, it was like, whew, and, like everything was like peaceful. And I was like, that was insane. And she's like, yeah, that's the reaction I was hoping you would have because that means these would be good for you. So I just picked them up today. So we'll see. We'll see if they actually work. Yeah. Are they actually intended to block against wavelengths of light. Yes, yes, they are. I don't know what they're specifically called because they have like a fancy schmancy name for them, but they are like made for people who have light sensitivity. Yeah, I've heard what they're called. And like they're made for like outdoor and indoor use. You can use them in both because I've been in situations where I've had to go to the grocery store with sunglasses on. Good times. Now I don't have to. I just wear these. And it's funny that because right after I picked them up, I went to the grocery store right after that and I got a compliment in person about them. And I was like, damn. And then Nicole thought I was being fashionable. So I don't know. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get, okay? I'll take what I can get. Mel got less light and the noise stopped. Right? Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Like, that's the only way I could describe it. Old ears, wait, what? Old ears, eyes over here. Are you making fun of me, Slash? Because that's what it felt like, okay? Because my eyes were so sensitive to light, it just felt like noise and stress and pain. And you're making fun of me that these lenses helped. But yeah, we'll see how they help in the long term. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still on a bunch of medication though, and I'm still on steroids. Well, I'm back on steroids too, so that's really fun. And then I have a plethora of other issues that we're dealing with this month. But I was thinking of doing like a members only video of like updates of where things are at, like probably next month. I was also talking about doing a members only video of like a tour of the studio. Yeah, caught you up. Anyways, Slash is making a stab at you. I feel that slashing me. Anyways. I feel that I am more special than others. I don't know. I feel like I could have answered this better with like, I feel like I'm a superior. Yeah. But like special, I don't like the word special. I don't think I'm special. I'm going to put just one. Just one. My mom says I'm special. I'll just put one down. Stab, stab. Yeah. I don't really have much to add to that. I keep track of sensitive information that can be used to hurt people at a later time. That's insane. No. No. I don't remember shit. I have the worst memory, and my memory's gotten significantly worse, like recently, very recently. I will literally, I'll go upstairs, pour myself a cup of coffee, because I'll just keep the extra coffee in the fridge, put it in the microwave. Literally, the microwave is on, and I am like, why am I here? What am I doing? Like, that's how bad my memory is. So for me to like remember sensitive information and then use it against somebody, that's insane. No, but I would even try. I would even try to like write it down. I could care less, but I care a little bit, Travis. I don't want to hurt people. I will hold a grudge and never talk to you again, but I don't want to hurt you, you know? So it's a new thing because I don't remember you. Mel, why are you feeling so poorly currently? I don't know. That's what this month is. We're going to just do a bunch of tests and figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah, I've been a mess for a while, but specifically recently it's been not the greatest. I'm trying to stay optimistic. Can you tell? We'll figure it out eventually. Wouldn't being superior make you special? I know, but what is the difference between special and superior? I feel like special is just a little bit different. I feel like I'm better than everybody else, but I'm not special. I feel like special is like when you get a reward medal for doing nothing. You know? I'm not that. I don't need a reward medal for doing nothing. I'm better than everyone else. I'm going to get the gold medal for being better than everyone else. That's just my interpretation. And that's why your daddy left. Is that from a movie? She could care less, only marginally less. I was making oh, that's not like ramen. I can't even say it. And left it boiling for almost an hour. Is it like cooked onto your pot at this point? Like, is there anything to even see at this point? Or is your pot just have like little like ramen like lines at the bottom? Because that's what I imagine. Because an hour boiling, that's insane. Also, welcome in, cool kids. How you doing? How's things? Yes. Yes, there's ramen at the bottom. Or yes, it's just squiggly lines. We'll never know. Okay, I'm gonna put, yeah, disagree strongly, because that's insane. I avoid direct conflict with people who may be useful to me in the future. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting way it's worded. I still ate it. So at least there was something to eat. You didn't waste it. I'm proud of you. Special can just be unique. And if you're superior than everyone else, then you could argue that you're unique, hence special. I see that as different. I don't know. I just perceive it as different. And I've already answered that question. I ain't going back. The way I perceive the words is different. Like, I perceive those two questions are asking two separate things. And I'm superior. I'm above everyone else in the chain. But I'm not special. I don't know. It's like also like when you're special and you think you should get special treatment, like that line. Like, no, I don't think I should get special treatment. Like, yeah, I think I'm better than everyone else, but I don't need like special treatment. Like, you know, it's different to me. It's just a different... All hail Queen Mal. Thanks. It's just different. Like, I don't... Yeah. Yeah, I avoid direct conflict with people who may... I mean, yes, I would try to avoid conflict if I think that somebody would be useful to me in the future. Like, Travis, why we've never gotten in a fight. But, like... I'm not purposely making fights either. You know what I mean? I would avoid it. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, if I don't know how to describe that. I think at least some would agree. I would avoid it, or I'd try to, like, resolve things quicker. But that's also, like, maybe useful. Is that, like, that's weird. Like, why are you thinking people are useful? Useful to be, right? To basically Disney Lightning Lane. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at one agree. I think I'm, like, thinking too much of, like, the wording. Like, useful. Yeah, I'll just do one agree. People do what I want them to because they're afraid of me. I don't think so. I think in situations that people are doing what I want them to do is because I've convinced them to, like, logically or within reason, or, like, it was a conversation and then it makes sense in the end that, like, what I say they should do, like, does make sense. There has been many times I'm like, oh no, we're clearly going down this path. And they're like, actually, this would be better because, and I'm like, oh, you're right. It's never like a fear tactic. I'm never like, no, fuck you. Like, just do that. Shit. $5, Nicole. Never like, screw you. We're doing this. Like, I'm, you know, gonna get ya. It's never like that. No. It's, if you have a good point, I will, like, go to your direction. It wouldn't be a maelstrom without being distracted by the wording of the question. Well, Travis was saying, like, special and superior and overthinking everything. Then he said, I could care less, but what was the proper wording? But I'm ignoring it. You know, I'm gonna put, yeah, strongly disagree. Because that, yeah, I would never do that. I don't really care if I offend others. This goes back to, like, earlier when I was talking about, like, the whole being honest thing. Like, I used to just, you know, because, you know, God taught you be honest, you don't lie. I would take that too literally in, like, every aspect of my life, that, like, if I said something, and I forget what the earlier question is, the wording was, but it was basically like, well, I can't remember. That's how bad my memory is, guys. But it was something like I was thinking about this thing. But anyways, I used to be too honest with people, and I was like, okay, if you get upset by what I say, that's like a you problem. Now I'm not as much anymore. I do realize there's times you don't need to be honest. There's times that, like, being honest is just irrelevant. Making somebody upset in the situation is irrelevant. No matter what you say, it doesn't matter. Everyone has their own opinions. Like, I'm more aware of stuff like that. I do care more so now if I would offend others, but I'm putting it only here because I don't think in every single situation in the universe I would be like, oh, I shouldn't say that because that could be really offensive. Because there are times, like, I'm sorry, like, if I'm offending you, but I think I'm doing the right thing, or I'm like, you know, like, there's a logical, I'm just, like, saving somebody else, or, like, you know, I'm doing the right thing for somebody else in the scenario, and that's offending you, then so be it. Like, I don't care to speak up, if that makes sense. Like, and there are going to be scenarios that I'm not worried to offend you. It's like, if someone does something to you and you want to be like, you know, oh, I'm going to be submissive and I'm not going to cause an issue and I'm not going to cause a scene. Like, I'm just going to be polite and nice, but they're being absolutely horrible to you. be horrible back. Like, I'm not like a person that's like, oh, I don't want to cause, you know, conflict or offend them, or yeah. So there are situations I don't care at all to offend people, but there's a lot of situations I do. So I'm gonna put it there. I never heard Mel saying "gonna get you" until right this moment. That's surprising. It's slightly creepy. Thanks, Mel. You're welcome. I got you. Hey, man, it's been a while since I've streamed. I think it's been like since July. Again, Travis will not confirm the date. Every single time I ask him to, he's ignoring me. Mutes me. But no, I think it's been since July because it was when I celebrated my 5,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So it's been a while. But yeah, okay, next. Most people are lazy and don't work hard unless they have to. I'm sorry. That's a strong fucking agree. I am sorry. I'm sorry I answered that one too quickly. I think that's also because I am such... I'm trying to justify this, but I know I'm being honest. I'm sorry. This is like one of the back question. The last question, like, I don't worry to offend people. I'm literally being honest because this is my quiz and my results. And if I was in the privacy of my own home, I would put strongly agree. And I do think that. I don't know. I think a lot of people will not work hard unless they literally have to. I think a lot of people are lazy because they can be. I mean, it's like the whole concept of like, we live in this like society that things are so easy and simple, like the means to get food. If you're hungry, you just go walk somewhere or get in your car and go somewhere, or even literally go on your phone and order food to your house. Like, it is extremely easy to get food. Well, like, what, a bajillion years ago, like the amount of effort you would have to go through to get an animal to eat or go like get harvests, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, the whole process to get food a bajillion years ago was so difficult and would like cause you to like exert so much energy and time that you'd be exhausted and even more hungry. Like, you couldn't wait till the last minute that you're hungry, but I mean, you probably had to at sometimes or at some points. But anyways, it was like so difficult to even just meet the most basic needs. And then now it's like so easy to meet like the most basic needs, and then other things beyond our basic needs, or sometimes even our basic needs, it's people don't want to do it. Like, people don't want to get up, people don't want to walk to go get their food, people don't want to drive to go get their food, people don't want to make food at home and get the groceries. Like, I think overall, like, I know that's extremes examples, but I do think overall, like, even putting in like the effort and having like a side job, I feel like when I was growing up, in my environment, everybody I really knew in my life would have 2 jobs. That was just normal. And I feel like nowadays it's not. You know, I have the one job. I work the 9 to 5. That's plenty. Like, I have 3 jobs that give me some sort of income. And I think a lot of people like don't the second job. Oh, fuck that. I do the one. That's more than enough. I mean, that's like dentist. It's like, I do one. I'm good. Yeah, no, I do think people are lazy and don't want to work unless they have to. Yeah, absolutely. I do think that. And obviously, like, there's circumstantial reasons why people can't work, and I'm not getting into all that, but in the general sense of like the option to like order DoorDash to your house or to go to a grocery store, buy the groceries, come home and cook it. Yeah, I think a lot of people would just choose the DoorDash if they could financially do it, and I think that's lazy. Mel has 3 jobs. I do have 3 jobs. That's why I'm so busy all the time, and including like YouTube as one of those jobs, because YouTube is very like time consuming, in the sense of time. Even though it doesn't like financially compensate me in the same amount of time that I put into it, I still consider it a job just from the time I put into it. Sorry, I got a little bit behind here. I think you guys are right. Mel is a terrible person, and I don't feel similar at all. Can't believe Kelly gave money to a terrible person. Mel has 3 jobs. My woke take is that no one should have to work more than 1 job. Yeah. It was just an example. That's why I used the example of like the food thing or whatever. But yeah, I get it like in the sense, and I was saying earlier too, like my second job, that money is for Disney. So that money is like not a need, it's a want. Like, I can't realistically use my main income and then also be going on trips as often as I do, because it's not feasible. It's literally impossible to do that. So if you want these like extra things in your life and your main income doesn't, are not able to meet those needs and pay for those extra things and you want them, I think it's better, obviously, to work and getting that second job and making that extra income and putting it towards your things like going on a trip or enjoying life than to, or even paying off your house quicker or stuff like that, than to not, or go in debt or just complain to the abyss. That's my opinion. But yeah. But I do think it's normal, though, to work more than one job, especially if your job is only like 8 hours a day or less. Some people even work like 7 hours a day. But yeah, if it's only like 8 hours a day and then you're doing, I don't know, let's say another 10 hours a week on a side job, making a couple extra $100 a week, like, yeah, it adds up. It adds up. But no, I think everybody should at least have 2 avenues of revenue. And like, even if that second avenue of revenue is doing something like, making crocheted, like Stitch does. Stitch does all the crocheting and stuff like that and then sells it at markets. That's a second job. Even though she's not literally selling it at a market every single weekend or like multiple times a week or anything like that. Like she periodically, seasonally does markets and sells it as like a second job. To me, that's still a second job. And that's like Stitch's like fun money. Like she can do fun things with that money. Like even that, like it doesn't have to be that you're working like 40 hours a week on a full-time job and then another 40 hours a week on a side job or even 20 hours a week on a side job. I just think having that like drive to do the second job, I think a lot of people don't have that. And I think a lot of people are lazy. Sorry. That's just what I think. It doesn't mean it's true. It's just an opinion. Oh, complaining to the abyss is my favorite hobby. Yeah, you just gotta like find a way to get paid. Honestly, if you do, this is a side job. If you do like surveys, there's like medical research surveys or there's just like regular research surveys. I actually have this one here, bookmarked called Prolific. They have a bunch of surveys on there. That's a side job. I see that literally as a side job. If you spend like one evening a week just doing surveys online or like joining like a Zoom call and they pay you like for an hour of your time to answer questions or whatever, man, that is a side job. And you know how many people are too lazy to even do something like that for like an hour or two a week? Rest my case. Anyways, but yeah, strongly agree. People are too lazy to go get groceries and cook a meal. Like, are we kidding? I usually don't help others unless there is something in it for me. And also, if you do like a little side job, do some surveys, and then in the end, you're buying yourself video games and not using your main income, nothing wrong with that. I usually don't help unless there's something in it for me. I think this is more so, I'll put just somewhat disagree. I think this is more so what the help entails, how much they expect from me. Because like for instance, if someone's asked me to help them with something for free that it would cost, like I obviously expert in finance. And if somebody's wanting me to do a bunch of finance stuff for them for free, that's where I'm like, kind of like, okay, you either have to pay me to do that because like that's a lot of background knowledge that I have and a degree and stuff like that. Or you have to hire somebody you're willing to pay to do that. Does that make sense? But if you're just like, oh, hey, can you help me like pack up my apartment? Oh yeah, for sure. That's fine. Like anybody could help pack up an apartment. That's not like, I'm not going to school for 4 extra years for a degree just to know how to pack an apartment. You know what I mean? Like I can help you pack an apartment. But it's like when people are kind of like use and abuse people because they know, oh, I know somebody in that industry, they can just do it for free. Or I know someone that cuts hair, they can cut my hair for free. It's like, well, no, they went to school for so many years and they have all these like tools and equipment and knowledge and they, you know, like, so yeah, I don't, there's just different things I would say that like, that's why I put it more so disagree. It depends like what it is. Not like everybody's saying, oh, Mel, can you do my taxes every year? Like, no, like of course not. Yeah, I have actually a finance degree. I have a bachelor's degree of business and with a major in finance. I literally like work in finance. Loser in finance. But yeah, I have a degree. But yeah, Byron's like, you're too dumb to have a degree. What do you mean? You actually have one? But yeah, I'm gonna put somewhat disagree. I use insincere flattery to get my way. Insincere flattery. No, not at all. No. Like, is this like when people are like trying to flirt to get like a free drink at like Starbucks or like something like that or like at a bar? I'd rather just freaking pay. Like, even when I was young, even when I was 19, 18 at bars, like I would just pay. I would never try to get free drinks. I'd never want free drinks. Even if you talk to guys at the bar and they buy you a drink, like it's always like an expectation of something more. Like, holy shit, you paid $7 for a drink and now you think I have to go home with you? Are you on fucking crack? Absolutely not. I would never, absolutely never try anything to get my way, to get free things. To get, no, mm-mm. No, such flatter, mini rye. But no, strong disagree on that. I exploit others towards my own ends. What does that even mean? I exploit others towards my own ends. I don't exploit others, so I strongly disagree, but I don't know what that means. People who don't do as I say need to be criticized. Yeah, Nicole, get a second job. I'm just kidding. No, because I think that everybody should have their opinion. I think everybody should, like, there's a reason you have that opinion. You have so much lived experience of your life that got you to that point. Because my lived experience was my parents having 2 or 3 jobs my entire childhood. My parents were always busy working. I've always saw that growing up. My grandparents were always working. I had people in my family own businesses always working. You know what I mean? So it's like this different lived experience that I had that I'm like, of course you work a second job. And also, like, my dad really put the mindset in me of like, oh, you want a house? Do it. Buy it. Save your money. Oh, you want to buy a PlayStation? Save your money. Oh, you want a GameCube? Save your money. So I was like, God, I started working when I was technically 8 years old in the family business, making money. Not much, but money. So it was always like this, like, oh, like I have to work to make money so I can get the things that I want, even as an 8-year-old. So like, yeah, your lived experience really shape who you are. That, yeah, I don't think, so people who don't do as I say, no, I don't criticize anybody who doesn't do what I say. I'll never criticize you. Like, oh, what do you mean? You don't work 100 hours a week and then stress yourself literally to death that you're in a situation where your health is like really shitty right now? You don't do that too? Like, no, of course. Like, I've never, I never do what I say. Girl, I don't have a first job soon. Well, you did. And you were going to school and you were doing a lot. That was like having, okay, guys, Nicole, she had a job. I don't know like how her hours were, but I feel like it was more or less close to full-time hours, maybe like 20, 30, 40 hours a week. Then she went to school on top of that. Then she was doing Twitch. Then she was doing YouTube shorts and YouTube videos on top of that. So, I mean, like, if you count the time to put into all of those things, I mean, like, wait a second, you might not have your first job right now, but you did have many jobs, like, not too long ago, and you were doing a lot. And then you have those days that you're really exhausted, or, like, you know, you have physical migraines or headaches. Like, of course you do, because you're doing so much. Like, your brain power can only handle so much. For my own unique purposes, people were asleep and always working. Me works 24/7. I mean, honestly, like, I was so bad with like the more frequent I was posting videos on YouTube and then streaming on Twitch or YouTube, when I was doing like all of that like really frequently, I would often, and ask Slash, because Slash at one point would like only be awake at night. I would often be awake and like message Slash like at 1, 2 a.m. in the morning my time, be like, oh, going to bed. And I'd be up the next morning at like 6, 7 a.m. for work. Like, it was insane. I wouldn't sleep. Like, should I say that if you don't do this insane schedule and only sleep like 4 hours a night, you're lazy? No, I don't think that. Yeah, see, Slash, it's true. Like, it was insane. That was like when I was at like my worst, and I had to like step back from that insanity. And although like over the Christmas break, I had a lot of downtime at home, and you could see I posted a lot more on YouTube during the Christmas break, and I saw the numbers like went up during that time as well, and I saw growth on my channel, as well during that time. And I know that if I put the time and the editing and the commitment and the posting and the relevancy and all these like things and strategize and do the work, I do see the growth. But then I'm also like, hey, maybe don't do that, Mel, because like it's not really good for your health and it's showing. Where was I? As long as people agree with me, their opinion is valid and they're smart. But if they disagree, they're wrong or they're idiots. Sorry, I had to add that at the end for you, Jacob. Oh, yay, GameCube. Yeah, I played like Sims on GameCube because we didn't have a PC. I loved it. Thanks for gassing me up, Mel. I got you. It's true. Or she would tell me to go to bed. Yeah, that too. But there was a time that Slash would be, he would stream. He would start at like, it was like 10 p.m. my time, I feel. So I don't know if it was 10 yours or how that worked. For some reason, I think it was like 10 p.m. my time. You would start stream and then you would stream for a couple hours. And then the days you weren't streaming, you were just like awake during the night. Yeah. But anyways. Slash used to have this crazy schedule too. People who don't, okay. I am someone who deserves great recognition and success. I think that if I put, like I just said, if I put in the work and I implement different strategies and things like that, and I'm making content and all those things, I think that I should see the success. If I'm putting in the strategy and the work, I should see the success in what I'm doing. Yes. Do I think I should get recognition? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. None whatsoever. Like, I think if you put in the effort and work, you should see those things happen in your life, like whatever your goals are and aspirations are. Even if your goal is just literally save up money and go to Disney. I mean, who else, like, what else would you want to do with your life? I don't know. That's the only goal that everybody should ever have. And you succeed and go to Disney. But should you get recognition? That's the part where I'm like, no, I don't want recognition for things. Like, obviously it's great when it happens. Like, you know, many of you have like DM'd me after I've posted a video and be like, hey, like that video was really great, or like what you said about this, or like, hey, good job on whatever. Like, yeah, of course I appreciate that. Or even the comments. I always get push notifications from all the members when you comment, like it goes straight to my phone. So if you notice that I respond pretty quickly or ignore every other comment on that post, but respond to yours, that's why, because it literally goes straight to my phone. But yeah, no, I love seeing that, but I don't like expect it. I'm not like, oh, I didn't get recognition, so I should just stop everything in my life. No. Why wouldn't you want to go to Disney, Kelly? Actually, I think there was like one point in time, I feel like it was in Vegas. I don't know, maybe it was like, I feel like it was in Vegas, that I low-key kind of convinced Kelly that like to go to Disney, and he's like, you know what, yeah, I would. And I was like, oh wait, no, I don't want Kelly at Disney. He's gonna ruin it for me. He's gonna complain about everything. I'm gonna be like, no, this isn't my good happy place anymore. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should do that schedule again. I mean, I don't know if it would work, but it could work. Maybe you'd have to like adjust it slightly. I don't know. What time did you wake up with that schedule though? Was it like 3 or 4 o'clock you'd like wake up for the day, like in the afternoon, 3 p.m., 4 p.m.? Because if you did like that, it could work. I don't know. Or you scared the shit out of me because I thought the video was over. Oh yeah, that was funny. Slash watched my last video, and at the very end of not my last, it was the 5-year reflection video I did. At the very end, I kind of just had a little clip in there that I was like, I realized I never say my name in my video. Like I never like say anything. And so I was like, hi, I'm Malika. And I expected a lot of people would never see that part because usually, if not by the time I'm doing an outro of a video or doing like put the end screen on, people click off. But yeah, Slash stayed till the very end and watched the whole outro thing, watched the whole end screens, and then he got scared. I do that. I actually, like, not every video, but there will be some videos I'll put a little thing at the very end, just a little Easter egg for anybody who does watch the full thing or is letting it play on the other screen while they're gaming or whatever you do. That's how I usually watch YouTube. I have it on another screen while I'm working my full-time job or my side job or working on other stuff where I can have something in the background. I feel like that's fake news. I usually go to bed at like 8 or 10 a.m. and then wake up at 6 to 8 p.m. And that could work, couldn't it? I don't know. Think about it, Slash. I mean, I'm not suggesting to have an insane sleep schedule, but like it could. I would put disagree just because it's saying like this great recognition part. No, I don't think I should have recognition. Again, I appreciate it, of course, but it's not an expectation. Kelly is a nerd for Disney. I think Kelly would really enjoy Universal Studios, but not so much Disney. Maybe when Kelly's old, he'll appreciate Disney, but I just feel like there is too many kids there. A nice thing about Universal is that you really do lose a lot of like the kids, or even the kids who are there. They're more so older because a lot of the rides at Universal, like young kids just can't go on it. So you're getting like the 8-year-olds or older, or like the teenagers, you know, and getting like the big roller coasters and like the better stuff. And obviously during like Halloween Horror Nights, if you go to that, like there's gonna be like next to no kids there, even like the young 8-year-olds there. I feel like there would be slim to none. I don't know. I don't know how many brave 8-year-olds there are out there. But that would probably be something that Kelly would enjoy, like Halloween Horror Nights and stuff, but not a regular day at Disney. I couldn't handle Kelly a regular day at Disney. He just be complaining about too much. Unless we got him like really drunk. He just didn't notice like children around him. Children, exactly. It's the children. I often hesitate to confide in others. Ooh, yeah, I do. I'm very, even like with Travis. Like confide, like ask advice, right? That's what I'm interpreting that as. Am I interpreting this word right? But even with like asking advice for Travis, like I'll really think something through before I like send it to Travis and ask him a question. Like I'll really think, or like be at a point I'll have like a couple alternatives or things I'm thinking of, or like a thought process on it before I just send it to him. I don't blindly send him things. For the most part, I try not to at least like look into it beforehand. But yeah, I often hesitate. Yeah, I hesitate more so because I don't want to waste people's time. I don't think that like I'm worth wasting your time. I'm superior, but no, I do think I'm superior, but I don't think that like I have the right to waste anybody's time. I think that in the dynamic of life, there are people in your close life. So for instance, your mother and your father, those are the most important people that you should, you know, prioritize your time to take care of, for instance. And if you have a partner, a wife, or husband, or whoever that is, that's the next person that's really important that you have to take care of, right? And sometimes they even go above the prioritization of you take care of your wife and partner, your husband, before you take care of your parents, like, you know, stuff like that. And at the end of the day, to majority of people in my life, I'm not like, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to like ask them advice and scenarios, like unless I really think it through, or like even when there's shit happening in my life, like I'll maybe talk to like 1 or 2 people about it, and then over time I'll talk to a couple more people. And yeah, I don't like to bother people because I know like how much stuff people are doing, and how many things people are dealing with. And I mean, life is just life, but I just don't think I'm worthy, I guess I could say it. I don't think I'm worthy to take somebody else's time. Unless I really think it through and like, okay, you know, this is a good question and I should ask this and whatever. But even with like the poll questions, if anybody, I know Kelly's been answering the polls a lot on YouTube, and thank you, I appreciate that. I know Jacob's also have been answering a lot of the polls and having a lot of good conversations. I've seen Jacob in the comments there. There's one comment recently with a lot of like a chain of replies. Jacob was right in there setting the facts straight. But anyways, but even with like those poll ideas and stuff, like there'll be some times I'll be like, oh, Travis, what do you think about this idea? Or like, should I do this or whatever? And there'll be other times like, Travis has better things to do than to look at my poll ideas, and I just will put them up and post them and just see how they do. But yeah. Anyways, long story short. I get angry more frequently than most people know. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I do get like mad more than probably somebody would think I do. Maybe not. Maybe you guys are all like, she gets angry like all the time. I do get mad about really stupid things, but then I'm like totally fine. Oh, diagnose me again, Nicole. Actually, please don't diagnose me in that one. I'm not ready for that. Not that one. But there'll be like situations I'll be like 1 p.m. I'm like super mad, livid, fuming. I can't even fucking think. Livid, fuming about something at like 1 o'clock, and then by like 1:07, I've done the silent treatment. I've done the whole everything, and 1:07, I'm like, I'm fine. Nothing bothered me. Whatever happened in the last 7 minutes, it's cool. I think I overreacted a little bit. So I do get like really mad about things, or I'm very quiet. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to say anything because it's going to like, you know, get real bad, and I'm probably going to be over this in 7 minutes. But internally, yeah, I do get mad, angry about things, but do I verbally vocalize it every time? No, I can hold things back. Yeah. Yeah. As a fellow woman, I think it's just hormones. Okay, thank you, Nicole. I can accept that. Oh, there's been times Nicole's diagnosed me. I'm like thinking this is too real. Anyways, this is question 35 out of 35. So I don't know what the results really look like. So we'll see. Finish. Oh, cool. It's a whole freaking graph. Aggression. Suspicion. What does this mean? Am I a difficult person a lot? Okay, you're an easy person to get along with, 35%. Oh my god. I'm not a difficult person. I'm just like, aggressive and suspicious of people. I don't take much risk. My dominance is really low. That tracks. I'm not that manipulativeness. What does this mean? Grandiosity? Yeah. That's interesting. I'm quite aggressive in the grand scheme of things. Tradwife Mal. Okay. Oh wait, there's explanation down here. Okay. Oh, take next the Winnie the Pooh test. Poo pathology test. What does that mean? Okay. Callousness is characterized by lacking empathy or concern for others. People high in callous typically have defects in genuine social sentiments and are often experienced by others of coarsely uncivil. In other words, they make people feel uncomfortable. I had like none of that, right? Okay, I had a little bit. I lack empathy. That's terrible, Mel. God, get better. Okay, this is the one I had very little of. Grandiosely can be described as having a grandiose sense of self-importance. Oh, okay, and the thought that one is better than others. Okay, I thought I was worse with this. I love how some of the questions Mel was like, I'm the best person who's ever existed, and others she's like, actually everyone else's time is more valuable and I don't deserve anyone. I know, because mentally I think I'm superior, but I even when I said that, I'm like, but literally actually I know I'm not. So I was trying to emphasize that point, but at least we like clarified that in later questions, because I do think that like I am not worthy to take up people's time. And like another point of that too is like the concept of like, don't go to your boss with questions, go to your boss with solutions, right? So you don't want to waste his time or her time with, I mean, I say him and my boss is literally female and don't know why I've said that. But anyways, but you don't want to waste their time with like having all these questions and problems. You want to go to them and be like, hey, I realize this is a scenario, but like, here's a solution that I think will work. What are your thoughts? Right? That's a very different thing. So I think it's like more that concept of like people's time is valuable. Their time in work, in their work environment and outside the work environment and friendship, whatever. I do really value people's time. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this was like the self-importance things. Aggressiveness is a tendency to behave rudely and with hostility towards others. Aggressiveness can be deadly hurtful to others if combined with callousness, which it didn't, since the aggressive person may thus be both intimidating and unfeeling of their demeanor. Okay. Suspicion, I think this was, yeah, a little bit bigger. Tendency to harbor a strong and unreasonable distrust. Okay, we got that. Manipulativeness. Okay, I think we know what this is. Risk taking. Okay. Share on Facebook. Oh, get the full story. Interesting. That was just interesting to go through that and just like, I'm surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised I didn't get more of a difficult person. I'm easy to get along with and 35%. Because I've been told like by many different people throughout my life that I'm difficult. And you know what? Now I should take a screenshot of this and be like, actually guys, I'm not. And you're just mean. But all that being said, this was fun. I'm glad I came back and streamed. It streamed longer than I thought. I really thought this would be like an hour tops to get through a quiz. But look at me. It takes me 2 hours to get through a quiz. A little less than 2 hours, but still. It took me a long time to get through this quiz. But thank you guys all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Kelly, for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting me, guys. All the members for continuing to be members during all this. I really appreciate you. And I am working on doing more members-only content. I have been thinking of doing potentially members-only streams. I don't know when or what those will look like. But that has been something that crossed my mind. But yeah, definitely more members-only videos. We'll see how frequently those are, but what those are. The trout population is grateful for the stream. You're second place, Jacob. I'm proud of you. Also, who else is on the top fans before we end this? Kelly's first, of course. That super chat just really brought him up there. Jacob is second. Slash is third. Nicole, who was here first, is only in fourth place. Travis is fifth. Drummer is sixth. Firing is seventh. Cool Kids is eighth. And Awesome is I believe that you like literally have to chat at least once to get into the top fans. So if you're ever worried that you're just lurking, you won't be in a top fan thing unless you're chatting, and then that's when you get into the little list. Not that you're worried lurking here, I hope, but I mean just in general on YouTube. Anyways, I think I have an ending screen. Bye, guys. I want to be last. Well, do better, Travis. Do better. I am the best. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, I don't remember what I would say at the end of these, but bye.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why